Hey up everyone, how are you? I thought I'd check in because I thought I can't just start plonking content on this channel before saying like, where have I been? So you may have seen me on Mr Mrs Yorkshire, which is his main channel together as a family. But also I wanted to come back on here on Mrs Yorkshire too. As you know, Danny is doing his own thing, which is incredible. So I've got more time behind the scenes because I've got one less child to look after. No, I'm joking. I'm very proud of him actually because the thing I'm most proud of is he is currently using public transport. Like I go everywhere on public transport or walking or cycling. And he's like, I've found a train, I've found a tube, I'm doing this. I'm like, yes, finally, I've got him out of the van, out of the car, and he's using good old public transport. Although I'm yet to have a call, which I'm sure will come very soon, of him saying, what the chuffing hell? It's late, I've missed my connection, because that always inevitably happens with public transport, and there's also a lot of dramas, and especially seeing Danny on a tube trying to stand up. Anyway, so where have I been? Well, as those who've seen all online, there's been quite a lot of drama behind the scenes in recent years, and we've had a real roller coaster ride. Obviously, Danny left to rate my takeaway, but there was a lot of stuff that was already happening before that. We've also obviously got lots in our lives going on with the kids that we don't really talk about. And so sometimes I just have to focus, and my focus obviously is family. But also I think sometimes I'm guilty of then focusing just on family and my work and doing, rather than like doing this. And they said at church the other day, and I liked it, we're not human doings, we're human beings. So sometimes you have to be, and I think this place I'm kind of more just be, because it's why I started really in the media, to share stories, but also to share a bit of my own story, because people can just see you on the surface. And I always think that's one gift of being an oversharer is that I can hopefully help other people like me who are a bit that they can like still do all these things, but then also be authentic and honest about what's going on behind the scenes, because I still have like my like meltdowns and my emotional moments and stuff. Largely I'm doing very well because I'm very stable, and I use exercise and medication to keep me well, and doing what's right for me. And I think as you get older, it's quite nice being in your 30s actually, because you're a bit more like, that's what I want, that's not what I want. I'm still not there yet though, but I kind of starting to know my boundaries a bit, and like just being happy to be content in things. So obviously with Danny having a stroke, and then all the stuff behind the scenes with his work and trying to manage that, and then all the kids as well, there's been a lot to deal with, but I also think it's a bit of a blessing as well sometimes, because sometimes these like really challenging times like put a real microscope on your life and on what's important. So I've just been really focusing on that, and with my brain, if I haven't got a schedule, so if I don't know when I'm uploading on here, I'm a bit like and so now I know the days I'm uploading, so I will stick to them and commit to them to upload, because also I want to share what me and Athena and the kids just get up to behind the scenes, and just, you know, managing. Sometimes I think there's like extraordinary in the ordinary of everyday life. I might not live this lavish, exciting lifestyle, or like I see all these gorgeous mum vloggers showing their beautiful homes and, you know, their pristine kids. But hopefully I can show you how we manage, have fun, have a good life, but on my days it's chaotic. So that's why I just wanted to come back to show you the real side of life, because that's why I got into the media in the first place, to share stories where it wasn't all just the headlines. We were looking deeper and past the headlines, because those who know me know that I'm a journalist by trade. I say by trade, I'm really a belly dancer by trade. I started belly dancing when I was like 12, 13, and then got obsessed. And that actually got me into the media, because that's how I started volunteering, working in communities, teaching, dancing. And it just made me think, God, all these voices need to be heard. And I loved writing because I like to geek out. I'm quite an introvert, weirdly, so I'm more comfortable talking to you on here in person. If you ever see me out and about, and I do apologise, I should normally be smiling because I think that's like my resting face. But sometimes I am so in my little la-la, what people have always called surfy land, that when people say, oh, hi, love your vlogs, or how's Danny and the kids, and I'm like, it takes me a few moments to like, oh, where am I? It's like one guy stopped me the other day, and it was really lovely, because he'd come up to me and I was like, where I shouldn't have been. I was trying to carry too many things on a lift, an escalator thing, because one of my daughters scared of either the lift or escalator and the other one isn't, so like trying to navigate them all. So anyway, I thought I was going to get told off. So I was like, oh. And then he was being really nice, like, love your vlogs. I was like, oh, thanks. And then I noticed as well, I was like, oh, I am such an embarrassing person, because this is why it's better that Danny's the famous one and I'm just the shadow, because I was there and I'd got all my heron foods, because I love a good bargain in Merrion Centre, all my heron foods, the snacks for the kids open, because I'm like, we're not paying these prices to have your tea out as well as the Burger King for brunch. So I'd got all these snacks open, like protein shakes, bars, all sorts, just like balanced on the buggy, because Athena's a bit like me. She likes to walk everywhere rather than sit down in a buggy. Yeah, so anyway, long story short, this is what I do. I go off on a tangent. So this will just be me rambling basically, but I do promise to be back with some good vlogs, because I want to show you out and about what we get up to, some of the cleaning hacks, not by me, by my friends who help me out. I don't have a cleaner, by the way. They literally come round and I go, what do I do? And they tell me. So yeah, just to see a real life, real family life. Anyway, most of all, sending you lots of peace, lots of love and lots of shimmies. And I do want to just say a big, huge thank you for all your support. And I'm so sorry if I don't get back to like everyone often, especially on message. I don't know why. I'm good on comments because I can see them clearly on my laptop, but sometimes on text and stuff and Instagram I'm not very good because they're too small for me. But yeah, I do try and reply honestly. So comments, I love just being there with you all, and it has really helped. I know obviously I've had negativity and a lot of negativity, but we don't need to talk about that today. But the positivity always outshines, and I think when you go through rubbish it's easy to focus on negative, but hopefully this will just show you what's happening behind the scenes, the real side of family life, and how our lives have changed massively since different health battles, different things going on behind the scenes. But not just that it's awful, not at all, that you can make the most of it. You can live a fabulous life, as we are in a, what do you call it? Do you call it 2 up, 2 down council house, or 3 up, 3 down? I don't know what you call it, but you know, this. Anyway, sending you peace, love, shimmies. This is why Danny's normally on camera going, cut, Sophie, cut. You're rambling.